Are buy-to-let landlords quietly winning right now, or is the market about to turn? Rental yields have just hit over 8% nationally, which sounds great, but at the same time, confidence is being dented. So what's really going on? And more importantly, what should you be doing as a landlord investor right now? Because this is where it gets interesting. The data looks strong on the surface, but underneath there are some clear warning signs. And if you don't understand both sides of this, you could make the wrong move in 2026. Let's start with the key positives. According to Fleet Mortgage's latest data, average rental yields across England and Wales are now sitting at 8.1%. That's up 0.7% year on year. And importantly, every single region has seen growth. Now that tells us one key thing. Tenant demand is still incredibly strong in the UK market. We're also seeing huge rental growth in certain regions. The North East is seeing rent increases by over 30%, and Yorkshire is also seeing similar levels of growth, and that's what's driving those overall higher yields. So if you're a landlord, this is exactly what you want to hear. Strong rental income, better returns, and more resilience against those higher interest rates. But here's where it gets really interesting. The North and the Midlands are absolutely dominating when it comes to yields. Let's see the North East as an example. The North East is leading at 9.8%. Yorkshire is around 9%. The West Midlands and Wales are both at 8.6%, and the North West is at 8.5%. Now compare that to London, which is just over 6% right now. So what does that tell us? Investors are continuing to shift away from the south and into higher yielding regional markets. And this is exactly what we're seeing every day at Landlord Property Exchange. We're seeing more landlords selling in the south and more investors beginning to look further up north and more portfolio restructuring than ever before. Now here is the crucial piece, the actual flip side. March changed everything. As we all know, there is real global uncertainty right now, including ongoing war-related tensions, pushing up swap rates, and that certainly led to mortgage products being pulled, rates increasing again, and lender repricing across the board. And we've already had to see how we've had to impact that. Purchases activity has dropped to just 33% of applications, and that is a very telling signal. It tells us that landlords are starting to hesitate, not because yields are bad, but because confidence is starting to become shaky. And this is the key point most people are missing. The market certainly isn't weak, but what it is currently, it's uncertain. And in certain markets, amateur, perhaps less experienced landlords are beginning to pause, whilst the more experienced investors are still progressing and are still moving forward. We're seeing that clearly in the data. Over 60% of applications are now coming from landlords with 4 or more properties, and around 30% are from those with 15 or more properties. On top of that, nearly 80% of purchases are now being done through limited companies. So crucially, what does that tell us? Well, it certainly tells us the market is becoming more professional, more strategic, and much more long-term focused. And this is exactly where Landlord Property Exchange comes in, because right now landlords are asking the very same questions. Do I sell? Do I hold? Or do I consider restructuring my portfolio? And the reality is the best opportunities right now are happening in the off-market space. That's why at Landlord Property Exchange, we're helping landlords sell tenanted properties without losing income, connecting with serious and vetted buyers, and restructuring portfolios without going through the open market. Because if this is the type of market where speed, discretion, and access to the right buyers matters more than ever, why would you not consider that way forward? So yes, yields are certainly up. I certainly advise that confidence is mixed depending on what your experience is in the market, but that certainly creates opportunity if you know how to play what's in front of you. If you're a landlord who are thinking about your next move, drop me a message, check out Landlord Property Exchange, give this channel a subscription, and if you want more updates like this, please ensure that you come back to the channel. We will be providing regular content so you can make the right decision going forward.